We gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it. Situationships and relations. Tyron Joe the host, start the conversation. Too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn. BZNZ, Internet Talk Radio. We gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it. Situationships and relations. Tyron Joe the host, start the conversation. Too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn.
Too much we gotta learn. Too much we gotta learn. We gonna talk about it. Too much we gotta learn. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I am Tyron Joe, the gracious host of the BZNZ Internet Talk Radio Show, and I am happy, honored, and glad to be before the people of God this afternoon, this sunny Sunday afternoon. Today we have a very special episode for you. We are going to review some very good, thought-provoking relationship talk that our good brother, dear friend Kwame Brown, who came on this YouTube, and he'd already been on this YouTube for years, but he came on this year, 2021, and I'm telling you the truth, he busted up the internet. And the thing is, if you want my humble opinion, he already was busting up the internet, but I guess the internet caught up to him this year. And we are so happy and glad to hear from our dear brother. Before we get started, please keep in mind that on tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, November 1st, we're going to have a conversation with Professor Dr. Randy Short. And those of you that may not know him, he is a book author, lecturer, professor, minister, pastor, and freelance journalist, probably a whole bunch more, but an all-around great human being for the plight of the Black American. So keep in mind, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on the BZNZ Internet Talk Radio YouTube page. But for today, we are so appreciative to be able to do a slight review. I may not pause the video too much because I really want to just let them speak, but I might pause some things that I want to speak on that we're going to speak about, that he's going to speak about in this video today. But I want to show this, and I want to say this also. Shout out to Kevin Samuel, because I seen this on his community sections tab a few weeks ago, and then that's when I did my live show that week as well. I'm going to have both links, Kwame Brown's video link and my link is going to be in the description box below. Please, everyone, take a look, take a listen. But brother Kevin Samuel, he had this on his community section tab, and it's really had me like, wow. It just had me thinking, had my mind blown. Let's take a read. The trend has not had an equal impact across all sectors of community. The Pew study, which uses information from the 2019 American Community Survey, notes that men are now more likely to be single than women, which was not the case 30 years ago. Black people are much more likely to be single than any other race, and Black women are the most likely to be single of any sector. Asian people, 29%, are at the least likely to be single, followed by whites, 33%, and Hispanics, 38%. That's very discouraging. I mean, it says that men are now more likely to be single than women. Then it says Black people are much more likely to be single than any other race. You mean to tell me that the race that has invented so much for this world, the race that has pioneered so much for this world, is at the short end of the stick when it comes down to relationships. That's very discouraging. And that's why I'm giving shout outs, props, flowers to Kwame Brown and Kevin Samuel, because these two individuals are speaking on things that a lot of dating gurus sometimes may not want to speak on. The dating gurus that you may have been that you've been looking up to for years, but they want to just keep you comfortable. But what we need in this day and age is the gurus that's going to get you uncomfortable to the point where whatever it is about you that's not right, that's not healthy for a relationship, will cause you to want to change. See, that's it. We got to be about change. We got to be about change. If we really want to have that healthy relationship, we have got to be about change. If we ain't about change, we ain't about nothing. You need to ask yourself, what is it that you seek and what is it that you desire from a relationship? And once you figure out what that is that you seek and you desire, then you should begin to work on that yourself. You want an athletic man. You want an athletic woman. You want a woman that's going to be able to go round after round. You want a man that's going to be able to go round after round. Well, you got to be that. You have to be that if that's what you want. So I don't want to take up too much time because I know I might pause the video when our good brother gets to speaking. So without further ado, let's bring on Brother Kwame Brown.
When Jada Pinkett get to having sex, it's not that she was just fucking and cheating and being an adulterer. Oh no, I was in an entanglement. Oh, I got in an entanglement. Let that have been Will Smith. And Will, goddamn, she doubling down on your ass. She said you can't fuck, all kind of shit. It's your fault she fucked the nigga. Let her tell it. Lord have mercy. What is the world coming to? I remember seeing T.K. Kirkland go on Vlad TV, and he said the best shit ever. Let that have been Will Smith. And Willow Smith brought a friend over. And Will Smith was fucking the shit out of a Willow Smith friend. Do you know the world would have turned upside down? They would have said Will was the worst nigga ever. Will would have had to go to rehab. Hell, they'd have sent Will to prison. Let's just be honest. Will would have went to prison. You have a fine wife like that, you ought to have been lucky to have an old-ass 40-year-old wife that still look half decent. Even though we got 25-year-olds, 26-year-olds, that's the old Jada. No. You lucky to have a 50-year-old angry motherfucker that's sexing his son's friends that was on drugs allegedly and was broken. Yeah. You lucky to have a wife like that. Are you kidding me? What the fuck is the world coming to? See, we use these celebrity niggas. If Will Smith was Will from the block and Jada would have did some shit like that, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. The way that women are now testing, some women are testing and disrespecting men, it's like, wow. Wow. Do you guys know that if they come up with a male birth control and men start taking said male birth control and men start having options, do you not know some of you ladies are going to be in a whole world of trouble? Some of you ladies are going to be in a whole world of trouble if men start having options on not getting you pregnant and men start recording your ass and men start showing that you lie a lot. Some of you guys are going to be in trouble. All that scheming and plotting and that gangster shit, you're going to be in trouble. Yeah, some women don't respect themselves. I think that's why they disrespect so many men. Sad. Yeah, some women, a lot of women been hurt by men and the numbers that I'm hearing now, and me dating certain women and seeing that their family let them down. Their family, somebody in the family touched a lot of these women. And somebody in the family touched a lot of these guys. You got so many women that's coming out here that's hiding the fact that a family member touched them or molested them. So now they're coming in the world with this distrust. They're coming and dating men with this distrust and this anger. And so they'll create their own reality. A man will be like, oh, yeah, I love you, boo. And it's good in the beginning. But then as soon as that man say, well, I'm going to go play basketball with my homeboys. Oh, hell no. You with that bitch? Oh, you going to go fuck that bitch. I knew it. I knew the shit wasn't going to last. You dirty ass nigga. You going to go fuck that bitch. And it just be like, hold on, bitch. I can't play basketball, bitch. Like, goddamn. I can't play basketball? I don't have an opinion on Jada Pinkett Smith per se as an individual. I just think there's a double standard. And if we're going to, we can't only praise the double standard one way. Like, there's no way in the world, like I'm seeing things happen in the world. Cardi B can say, I drugged and raped men. I had to do that to make money. Cardi B is not in jail. Cardi B don't have to worry about none of that. But we have so many men, so many women that as soon as we hear one thing about a man, we ready to go crazy. Imagine a man saying, I had to drug and rape R-word women in order to live. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine a man saying, I had to drug R-word women and take advantage of them because I had to live, my nigga? Can you imagine that? How many years you think he'll get? We don't care about equality. No, we don't. We don't care about what's right. We care about pushing agendas. This whole world is about agendas now. She keep trying to be my mama, and I'm like, I got a mama. Play your role. Carcino, bro. The only thing I can tell you is like a lot of women date different in the beginning than they do when they're in a relationship. When they get in a relationship, I done gone to strip clubs with women when in the beginning. We done went to strip club. We done had fun. We done turned up. We whatever. But boy, once you start having sex with them and once you start chilling with them, you would think that everything about you is wrong. Like this woman is trying to mold you into a clay version of what she think or what her mind said a man is supposed to be. And if you fall short of what she molded, then you the problem. So now it'd be like, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. A lot of guys like, I'm just going to keep you at bay because long as you in that fun mode, in that party mode, you have no expectations for me. So once you don't have no expectations for me, you're going to give me the head, you're going to give me the pussy, you're going to give me the party, you're going to give me everything. You're going to give me the fun, the peace, everything I'm looking for. But the moment we say we are item or we together, now I'm not good enough? Nah. Can you do a panel where we women can speak on it? Oh, hell yeah, I could do a panel where y'all women can come speak on it. Yes, ma'am. Because we got to think about this. Like, if a relationship is built on trust, right? And you saying, I can't trust my man, but you're doing untrustworthy things. You're following him. You're going through his phone. You're going through all of his stuff. How can you then act better than the person that you're doing the same thing to? Like, ain't no man gonna respect that. Somebody trained you not to like the man that you're supposed to love. How you gonna do that? I can't respect you no more. You going through all my shit. You focus more on catching me in something than building something with me. Nah, I'm straight. Kwame Brown Jim said you create what you fear. Like, yeah, like I get so sick of I was dating this girl and whatever she create in her mind, that's the argument she want to argue for. So you said this and this and that. This is no, I ain't saying that. You just said that. I don't even want to talk from that point. Was you scared to talk about it? Scared to talk about it? I'm scared to talk about what you just made up in your head, and that's what we got to talk about? Yeah, you scared to talk the truth. Let me go to the motherfucking strip club. I got to have my peace. Let me go to the strip club. I'd rather buy a bitch than to sit here and listen to your shit. Because just think about it. If I'm in a relationship, I got to buy you dinner. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to make sure you good. But all that come with an argument? Why not just get a girl from the strip club and hang out with her? Because I saw that girl, Brittany Renner, or whatever her name is, and my homeboy, my teammate, Eton Thomas, got into a entanglement. No, let me not say entanglement because he got a wife. He got into a little bit of a heated discussion with her. And I said, and I thought he was absolutely right. I'm like, wait a minute. So if a man, 30-something years old, went to, let's say, a volleyball game, because them volleyball players be fine than a motherfucker. Let's just say a man went to a volleyball game, and there's men out there that have daughters that play volleyball. And they turned the camera around, took a picture, and say, hide your daughters. I'm here. Hide your daughter. How would that be received? That would be received in a very negative manner. It's like we're afraid to hold some women accountable. We're afraid. I guess if it's a woman, then anything goes. If it's a woman, anything goes. Because there's no way in God's green earth a man can do the same thing that Brittany Renner woman did. Take a photo and say, hide your daughters. It'd have been niggas whipping his ass. If the niggas ain't get to him and whip his ass, then the police would have got to him the next day. The police would have got to him the next goddamn day. Yeah, this shit ain't making no sense at this point. It ain't making no sense. Y'all keep saying we want all inclusive. We want equal rights. You don't want no goddamn equal rights. You want the double standards, and you want the good part of the double standards to swing your way and the bad part to swing onto the men. And that's how it always been. You want the men to go lay down their life and go check the front door, build the infrastructure, do all the heavy lifting. But the moment you don't get your way, you want to turn into a woman.
Man, shout out to our good brother Kwame Brown and the gems and nuggets that he was just speaking on. I noticed there was some trouble with the stream. It was every time I pause, so I just say let him just go on and speak. I speak after him. He mentioned double standards. I think if it recorded that, I think you heard me read that rule. I mean that definition, a rule or principle which is unfairly applied in different ways to different people or groups. Excuse me, and that's just the problems that I truly believe that everybody we ain't doing no double standards. Everybody gonna have to get the equal judgment, okay? Equal judgment. Talk about Cardi B drugging men. Talk about some had to do that to survive. No, you need to be judged accordingly. Because we already know if a man did that, come on, man. Come on. He mentioned accountability. I'm gonna read both definitions. This is just a basic definition. Both of them are basic definitions, but this one is just what accountability means is when an individual or department experiences consequences for their performance or actions. Accountability is essential for an organization and for society. Without it, it is difficult to get people to assume ownership of their own actions because they believe they will not face any consequences. And that's just what Brother Kwame Brown was talking about with the women. They want to be able to do whatever it is they want to do and not be held accountable, not be reprimanded for their actions. But that's crazy because our women, they the ones that's raising our babies. They're the ones that's raising our kids. And they're teaching them about this, but they're not practicing what they're preaching. What is accountability in relationships? Being accountable in a relationship means what? Acknowledging the effect your behaviors have on your partner and owning how you contribute to the negative cycle. Come on, let me read that again. Acknowledging the effect your behaviors have on your partner and owning how you contribute to the negative cycle. If you were to be more accountable rather than blaming your partner about what happened, you start thinking about what you can do to better the situation. And that's just what it's going to take if we talking about having healthy and productive relationships. That's just what's going. That's just what it's going to have to take. Is that we're going to have to really hold each other accountable, and we're going to have to be open to each other. We're going to have to get some therapy. Come on now, we're going to have to do the work. That is exactly what's going to happen. Well, like I said, I didn't want to keep you long today. We're so thankful and grateful for our dear brother Kwame Brown. Brother Brown, we would love to have you come on our podcast. We're live every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on the BZNZ Talk YouTube page. If you would like to be on our podcast, you can hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at BZNZ Talk. Let me do this real quick. Yep. BZNZ, and then put talk, and you'll find me, and you can just hit that inbox, and we'll be glad to have you come on and drop some more of those gems and nuggets pertaining to relationships. Also, keep in mind tomorrow night, again, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night, we're going to have Professor Randy Shore with us in the building, 8 p.m. Eastern, November 1st. You don't want to miss that. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we want to say peace and bid you a great Sunday evening.
We gon' talk about it. We gon' talk about it. We gon' talk about it. Situationships and relations. Tyron Joe, the host, start the conversation. Too much we gotta learn. 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 BZNZ, Internet Talk Radio.